Let's take a look at our top story this hour. Nepalese government has decided to prorogue the parliament during the ongoing budget session, even as trouble mounts for Nepalese Prime Minister KP Sharma Ali, who is now said to be facing one of the toughest crises of his political career. According to reports, 30 of the 44 members of the Standing Committee are demanding for the resignation of Prime Minister Sharma Ali. All of this just within the span of a fortnight of Prime Minister Sharma Ali having brought about a constitutional amendment redrawing the map of Nepal. This was done to include the Indian territories of Lipulekh, Limpiadura and Kalapani as Nepalese territories in an act which critics have described as cartographic expansion. KP Sharma Ali is under pressure for his remarks that India is plotting with his rivals to topple his government. According to sources, Prime Minister Sharma Ali is planning to bring about an ordinance to save his chair. He has already proposed to prorogue Parliament today while the budget session was in progress to evade a trust vote. And with this, the ordinance, he intends to change the rules which will be applicable when a party splits. 2 years ago, Prime Minister KP Sharma Ali had joined hands with his former Prime Minister Prachanda to form a unity government. The two rivals had struck an agreement that they would occupy the post of Prime Minister by turns. But 6 months ago, Prachanda had made a statement that he had agreed to let KP Sharma Ali continue as the Prime Minister for the complete tenure of 5 years. But with the recent comments made by KP Sharma Ali that Prachanda is being instigated by New Delhi, pressure is growing on him to either provide proof for his allegations or step down from his post. Prime Minister Ali, interestingly, has also declined to meet Prachanda alone, but has instead agreed to meet him along with 4 other leaders. India and Nepal have always shared close ties, which recently by the Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh had been described as ties of bread and kinship. The sharp, unfriendly stance displayed towards India by the Nepalese Prime Minister is said to be at the behest of Chinese debt diplomacy, which has made Nepal behave as a pawn of China in the larger game orchestrated by Beijing. WION's principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, is joining us live for more on this. Good evening to you, Siddhant. Prorogation of the Parliament during the ongoing budget session. This seems to be quite a desperate move by the Nepalese PM.
Well, it's a political move, a move through which he does not has to face the no confidence motion in the parliament, because the parliament continues and there is also chances of an ordinance which he can bring in now, because that is possible through this measure. The cabinet led by the Nepali Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli had given the proposal to the president, and the president had immediately approved it. And we know that even as we speak, the standing committee meeting is taking place of the ruling Nepal Communist Party. It took place last week as well. It took place this week as well. But what is interesting is that KP Sharma Oli is not very keen on being part of it, given the fact that he has faced criticism against him by the co-chair of the Nepali Communist Party, Prachanda, who clearly has said that he would like the Prime Minister to resign. In fact, after the Sunday's comments where the Nepali Prime Minister said that New Delhi wants him to resign or topple his government, the very next day Prachanda said that it is not India, it is Prachanda himself who would like the Prime Minister to resign. In fact, what is the immediate story which is coming in is the fact that India has reacted on the developments in Nepal. The MEA spokesperson in his daily briefing, he's speaking even as we speak, has reacted saying that India and Nepal have age-old ties. This in reaction to the comments by the Nepali Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli, who said that India wants to topple him. The Indian Foreign Ministry also said that there is no blockage when it comes to the trade, because there were reports coming from Nepal that there was blockage when it comes to trade, and the Indian government highlighted how in fact trade has increased despite the COVID lockdown on both sides of the border. So clearly India completely focusing on people-to-people relationship amidst a very belligerent and combative Prime Minister of Nepal, KP Sharma Oli, who in the past as well has made many anti-India comments. But a lot of political fast-paced developments in Kathmandu today.
Very much for that report. That's our principal diplomatic correspondent, Sybil, bringing us the latest there in Nepal.